Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here. Time for another Patreon-sponsored blind reaction. And this one comes to you courtesy of Sketchnotes, who has requested that I react to a video called Custom Rarity Doll by Hextian. So yeah, Custom Rarity Doll. I'm definitely intrigued. I mean, the real variable here is how exactly we're customizing the rarity. That could be interesting. That could mean anything, really. It could be something dubious, or it could be something really cool. Yeah. Whatever the case, I'm definitely just very interested to find out. So let's go ahead and get this started. Here we go. All right, Hextian.
Hey guys, what's up, and welcome back to my channel.
Hey, that looks cool.
I will show you guys how I made Rarity from My Little Pony.
Cool. That's a nice rarity. I like it.
People have been asking me actually to do a My Little Pony custom, and for me, the only dolls that I actually want to make are dolls that I actually connect with, or shows that I actually love. So I started giving it a chance, and I started watching a few episodes, and I gotta say that Rarity is my favorite pony.
Good taste.
She loves
Good
fashion.
taste.
She is very dramatic. She has French vernacular. She is just so cute, and I love her over dramatic mannerisms. For me, every time I like a character, they're usually very over dramatic, and I realized that, so we will be making Rarity. So I wanted to make a human version of Rarity, and I was actually looking at these ladies over here when I was kind of getting inspiration. And so we have Bianca from Rune Factory Frontier, we also have Lily from Tekken, and also Cleo Denial from Monster High. Ignore Sailor Mars, I only put her here because I feel like that's how I envisioned Rarity to be laughing at like certain situations. If you guys are familiar
I can see that,
with
yeah.
anime, you know when they have like that over dramatic character,
yeah,
or,
yeah,
like, the really sassy or rich character, and they laugh.
The
like
Ojo-sama.
Like
that's totally
how I kind of imagined Rarity.
It's totally how Rarity would be in an anime
if she was human. But all of these other ladies, Bianca, Lily, and Cleo, they all have one thing in common, and they are all rich, and they care about fashion, and they're very that type of dramatic.
Rarity's not necessarily rich, at least
they're
at the
like
start.
Different areas. So right now you have Rune Factory and Tekken, which is video games, and then we have Monster High. So I drew inspiration from all of those to kind of create the vibe that I wanted Rarity to have. Alright, so moving on, we are going to be starting with her face and her customization. I will be using Katrine Demieux from Monster High, and I just gotta say, this is gonna be my second Katrine Demieux repaint, and I love using her. Her face mold is amazing. So first I take my acetone or nail polish.
Okay, well this will be interesting to see. I don't know how
moving her face up.
people do this at all, so yeah.
And after that, I'm just gonna go clean her up with water so that there's no residue left on her face. After spraying her face with 4 coats of Mr. Super Clear, I'm gonna be sketching out her face using watercolor pencils. So I do this part in a really light color brown, or if I'm working on a darker skin tone, I'm going to be using white or like a really yellow beige, just so that it's easier to really erase if I make a mistake. Like even with this one, if I make a mistake using the pink or the yellow, like it'll be there. So make sure to just sketch out and use a really light hand. Right now, I'm just taping the sides of her eyes to kind of form a cat eye with her shadow, and I'm just using blue as her eyeshadow because I've seen a lot of the Rarity artworks, and all of them are like just really light blue. So I just use that as a shadow, and I'm gonna go in on her crease with a darker blue, or actually it's more of a true blue.
It's blue in Equestria Girls,
buff
right?
It out with a brush. So I'm just going in with my pastels for her lips and also her blush, And for her eyebrows, we're going to give it a purple tone because I kind of wanted to match the hair.
Makes sense. Eyebrows generally should match the hair.
So right now I'm just going back to her eye makeup because I think her blue is still not that vibrant for me. And really, to make something vibrant without using paints, you have to use a lot of MSC in between your repaint process just to really make that color opaque. So now I also work on her eyes, and I will be giving her a very, very blue eye. Right now I'm just giving her black pupils, but I'm going to go over it with blue later to kind of just have that darker blue in the middle. So the expression that I wanted to give Rarity is a very aloof, very relaxed, just very like elegant type of expression.
Seems
Because I feel
fitting.
like it's gonna match the look that I was going for, which is a more elegant and elevated vibe for Rarity. She is that type of girl where she loves fashion, she loves beauty, but she is also very, very kind. So I just wanted her to have a relaxed expression. So for her eyeliner and also lashes, I'm actually going to be giving her like a really lavender light purple eyeliner. And later on, I'm going to be giving her 3D lashes.
Starting to look pretty good. Ah. It's a nice Rarity
So now I
face.
just take lashes and I just glue it on her. This is the most annoying part of doing
Yeah.
paints, especially when you use actual lashes, because the glue that I use does not dry quickly. So if you guys have any recommendations, let me know, please. And as always, for finishing touches, I will be glossing her lips and her eyes to give it more life. And now we are done with her face. I am actually
That's
really,
good.
really happy with the outcome of this face.
Yeah, that's really
I
good.
feel like it conveys the expression that I wanted Rarity to have, and I hope you
Yeah.
guys like it. So for her dress, I kind of wanted to have a Rococo inspired twist to it. So very Marie Antoinette or very like Darling Charming. And I'm really, really thankful to Mystical Moonstone. Amanda, you are amazing. You guys should check her out on her Instagram page and Etsy, and I will link both down below. So she created this dress, the base of the dress, but I have to embellish it myself. And for that, I'm going to be using different materials to make it look like diamonds and crystals.
Rarity would
Just to
approve.
represent Rarity a little more. So I'm using a bunch of stuff that I got from craft stores, dollar stores, and crystals. And you guys, crystals and gems and all of that, they're not cheap. They're actually quite expensive, especially the ones that's like really crystallized. And I guess for humans, they're like really expensive. And I didn't even use all of them, which kind of sucks.
Well, maybe you'll
So I'm
find a
just gonna
different
be
purpose for
taking
them
all of these studs
eventually.
one by one, and I'm gonna glue it on to the dress strategically. Ooh, I cannot say that word. Strategically. There you go. And I hope you guys actually like the outcome of this. It made the dress really heavy, that's for sure. And some
Yeah.
of the gems keep falling off because some of them just didn't get glued down. But it's okay. It's all about the look. And yeah.
It's worth it for Rarity.
So this is the finished look of the
Oh,
dress,
wow.
and like I said, it's
That's
really,
pretty
really
cool.
heavy, but I love how it catches the light. It's
Yeah.
very diamondy, very crystallized. I just love it. So for my initial design, she was actually supposed to have gloves, which Amanda provided, but I forgot to tell her to actually make it a glove. I still wanted to give Rarity like kind of like a glove-like look to her hands, so I'm just using glitter glue and I'm just painting it on.
Okay.
And of course, I cannot forget her cutie mark. She will not be Rarity if she doesn't have her 3 diamonds.
Oh, well. I don't think they necessarily need that one human, but I guess it's nice.
Then for her stockings, I wanted to stone her stockings, but I have to put it on first with the shoe, because the shoe that we're actually going to be using is from Elsa from Hasbro, which is a completely different foot size from the Hasbro to Monster High. But I'm going to make it work. I'm actually going to be using a fishing line to kind of secure it towards her feet, but you guys can also glue it on if you want. I wanted this shoe to look very Rococo, very French,
Nice.
so I'm just adding some bows to it, making it very, very minimal, but we're also going to be adding crystals to kind of complement her outfit.
Cool. Definitely going for a lot of detail here with this custom job. I'm impressed.
So this is the finished product, and you guys can probably see the fishing line around her ankle just to secure the shoe. The shoe doesn't come out, but you can still take it off, but that is one way to kind of secure a Hasbro shoe to a Monster High or Ever After High doll. So now we're taking the glitter glue again, and we're going to be stoning our tights. You're perfect, you're beautiful, you look like Limbo Evangelista, you're a model, everything you do is perfect. Did you stone those tights? Yes, yes I did. I did stone those tights.
Cool.
So now I'm going to be taking epoxy sculpt to give her the unicorn horns. For this sculpt, I think you can use anything really. You can use polymer clay or even air dry clay, just because it doesn't require a lot of movement or detailings to it. So I'm pretty sure any air dry clay or even paper clay will work. So if you saw in the beginning, I actually attached a pin in her head so that it is very secure and I don't have to glue it, and I can take it off if I want to. So that's one way you can do it, or you can always just glue it and sculpt it on her head. I wanted this horn to be
I
very
do kind of like the
minimal,
humans
very
with
simple,
the unicorn
not
horn.
a lot of glitter,
I know
not a lot
Equestria
of
Girls doesn't
anything,
do that,
but I did want it
even
to
when they
have
transform.
a pink base because
But
I
it's
did
kind of cool.
blush her forehead as well. But I also wanted to add a little pearlescent white in there just to give it a little shine.
Cool. Yeah, that's nice. It's a nice horn.
And of course,
Puncture
I
her
did not
head.
forget her glasses. So I'm just taking this foam and a template that I made to
She does look
fit
good
her
with the
face.
glasses.
And we're actually just going to be cutting this, and be careful with an X-Acto knife. And we will be painting it red, her classic red glasses. I love the fact that these glasses actually stay on her face because of her eyelashes, so that's a good way to do it. So I created this wig, and I will post a different video for this one because it was kind of lengthy as well.
I can imagine.
This Megara kind of inspired wig. I wanted
It's
her
very
to
nice.
have a
Yeah, I see the
ponytail because I
Megara.
feel like it's
Yeah.
very, very classy and sassy at the same time. And I'm also going to be glittering her hair just so that it catches the light.
Yeah. Now, Rarity would have glitter hair. Yeah, that's really nice.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I
the
hope
glasses
you guys
on.
enjoyed my rendition of Rarity, and I hope you guys like her. Comment down below if you guys want me to continue more ponies, because I might if you guys like it. But thank you guys for watching.
As a Rarity fan, I think you've done a great job here. Oh, excuse me. Now that is impressive. have this guy design the new Equestria Girls dolls. With the next line or whatever. And that dress looks really good with those gems. The cutie mark. And just, it's all about how it catches the light. Very nice. Yeah. That was cool. That was a very, very nice rarity. And it was cool to see the process, just to see that all come together. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, a lot of steps, and I mean, that face, I that actually takes skill. Like, I don't think everyone could paint a face that good for rarity. That was pretty perfect. But yeah, I mean, most of the other stuff seems straightforward enough. I mean, bought the dress, but just added all the gems, which, I mean, that was mostly just gluing stuff all over it. But yeah, interesting. Very interesting. I guess there's like this whole... I mean, I know, like, with the actual ponies, there's like custom makers too, and that's been a thing going back before this generation, long before. And yeah, there is this whole other world of the fandom, I guess, that is really focused on the toys and the dolls and just doing stuff like this. That's really creative and cool, and not just for Pony, but for other stuff. I mean, this was made using a Monster High doll, so it's more of a Monster High custom just to make it into a pony, into rarity. And yeah, it was interesting. Definitely something different, something very different. I honestly had no idea what I was getting into going into it, but yeah, this turned out to be pretty interesting, and yeah, I enjoyed. And I hope you liked the reaction. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.